What's up, everybody? What's up? What's up? What's up? Well, I shouldn't say what's up, everybody, because y'all are still about to start piling in, I guess. So we'll just give it a few minutes to see who shows up to the Picking and Choosing podcast tonight. We have a few, still working on trying to figure this back end process out, man. This back end process ain't no joke. And when you ripping and running and ripping, you're gonna need to develop a team so you can get your show together because it's very difficult to get your show booming when you don't know what you're doing and you ain't got no assistance. So here we go. Let's figure this out. See if we stream it on Facebook. No, we are not. What is going on Facebook? wait. I heard another one of your homeboys got cooked today. This man. Forrest, man, I don't know what to say to you, my brother. You are an interesting character. I'm trying to figure out why my live stream. Okay. So am I live on Facebook? I don't understand why it's telling me somebody else is currently. Oh, okay. It's happening now. So good. We live. We live on Facebook. Oh, okay. It's happening now. So good. All right, cool. Cool. I'm trying. I'm going live on Facebook, IG. Did it go live on IG? Yeah, it went live on IG. Here we go. All right. Okay, we good. So I'm still struggling with this, y'all. Y'all gotta bear with your boy. Your boy over here is struggling. This ain't my cup of tea, but we gonna figure this thing out. So, boys, you are a funny cat. What'd you say? At least one. At least you're not denying it anymore. I don't, bro. I don't know what you're talking about. When you say one of my homeboys got cooked, you're gonna have to give me some context, sir. I don't know what you're talking about. My man Willie motherfucking Beeman in the house. What's up with you, brother? My man Sean in the house. And Sean, I know you went over there talking to Forrest and you told him a thing or two that probably ain't true because or the way he internalized it is just a mischaracterization of how you painted it. Because I don't know what he's talking about, but I mean it's Forrest. So what do you expect? Forrest loved the word cook. For some reason, the word cook just resonates with him. So, anyways, y'all, look, we got an interesting show tonight. We're going to talk about a new norm. We in our society, we're faced with a new norm, and I think you guys are all complicit. I'm going to pull up some topics tonight. This is an open panel, so at any point, if you guys want to join the show, you can. I'm going to go ahead and post this link. I don't have much of a monologue tonight, and the reason why I don't have much of a monologue is because I didn't get a chance to put this together the way I would have liked to have put it together because I had some other stuff I was dealing with that kind of messed up my day. But I wanted to kind of put this together in a format so that it flows better. I struggled tonight with getting my thumbnail for the show, and that's why I didn't have. Normally, y'all would have saw this show pending broadcast about 3 hours, 4 hours ago, but just a accumulation of stuff. Life happens, and anyways, you got to roll with it. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. It'd be nice if y'all could go ahead and hit that like button. It'd be nice if y'all could share this broadcast with at least one other person. We would like to get 15 people in here so that when we have this discussion, it makes sense. So when people start camming up or decide to cam up, then we're not having to repeat things. But so I'll give y'all a second to hit the like button, to share it, and turn the notification bell on. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know how you're here right now, but you're here. So go ahead and hit the subscribe button. It's free. Don't cost you nothing. Anyways, let me read these comments. Where everybody at? Listen, man, this is everybody, man. Look, picking and choosing don't have a large audience right now, man. You know, we got some people that may trickle in, they may not, but this is just who we is, bro. We a 5 to 10 man show, meaning audience, that is. Behind the scenes is numero uno, is me, myself, and I. So we're going to talk about this new norm. I got an image that I want to show y'all real quick. This is the image. And the question is, are things the way they're supposed to be? And don't look at the typo with the little small O. I don't know how that happened, but it's what it is. But the question is, are things the way they're supposed to be? Now you look at this imagery, and this is just going to play into a lot of the stuff that I was trying to talk about for the week. A lot of the videos that I've seen, points that I wanted to make, and I'm just going to tell y'all a couple of the topics that we're going to talk about. So one of the things we're going to talk about is the Brittany Renner situation. So I'm pretty sure y'all can guess which image represents Brittany Renner and PJ Washington. That will be this image right here. Now, I'm not a current events guy. I'm not gonna this broadcast is not to talk about current events. And I know a lot of other podcast people talk about it, a lot of other live streamers, they talk about it, and this is something that went viral and is just a topic of discussion for people. But I'm not talking about PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. I'm talking about the mentality and those who are complicit. That would be y'all. Y'all are complicit as to why Brittany Renner and her mom act that way. Y'all are the motivation behind Brittany Renner and her mom acting that way. Y'all are complicit because y'all don't say nothing. Y'all don't take a stand against it. We're also going to talk about, I posted a video, and I posted a video on my story, and the person who, you know how when somebody posts a video and then if you add it to your story, they get notified. So they were notified and they responded to me. And this person happens to be a transgender. And so they got mad at my commentary. So the little image right here with the, I'm pretty sure y'all can figure out who the transgender is on the photo. I mean, if y'all can't, but there is a transgender person on this photo. And then there was a story that I posted about a man and a woman went on a date, and apparently the guy, allegedly the guy lied to her in some type of letter he wrote to her. I don't know if that letter was a text message or however she construed it. So that that letter led her to file a lawsuit against him. So she filed a lawsuit, and the lawsuit was for $10,000 because she said he perjured himself. Now, I don't know how you can perjure yourself when you're not in the court of law, but she said that he perjured himself. And anyway, she was suing him for $10,000. And the judge had to hear her case for whatever strange reason. He had to hear her case. I don't know why that case wasn't dismissed and thrown out, but he had to hear her case. And she got belligerent with the judge. And she said this guy lied to her. So because he lied to her, she was suing him for her pain and her distress or whatnot. So anywho, women are out here doing things like that. And guess what? You guys are complicit because you guys don't shame this type of behavior. Then there's another video that I was on the Lapeef Network a few months ago, and me and my man Darwin was having a back and forth about something. And in that back and forth, he mentioned post-nut clarity. Post-nut clarity. And I think y'all might be able to figure out, the video about the court case, that's this little Black Indian couple, whatever they is, in the bottom right-hand corner. That is the image for that. And then the image with the two white people, that's an image for post-nut clarity, ladies and gentlemen. So I'm going to try to get into these videos. I'm going to try to explain to you guys why all this has come about. And hopefully we have a good show. Hopefully we get some participation. If we don't, we don't. But I would like you guys to chime in. Tell me your thoughts. Tell me why I'm right. Tell me why I'm wrong. Challenge me if you will. If you're going to challenge me, I suggest you just have a helmet, a chin strap, and a mouth guard, like my man Forrest is going to need this Thursday when we do our debate. We are doing a debate, and as of right now, I think it's going to be on the Picking and Choosing podcast because we don't really have a social media platform we can do it on. It's going to be at 8 p.m. Eastern time. That's 8 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 p.m. Central. And for those of you on the West Coast, that will be 5:30 p.m. All right. So we don't really know nobody in Mountain Time, so we don't got to give that time. Anyways, let's see what we got. Before we get started, my man Forrest is still talking here. This is why I don't want to debate him. His man clearly got airlifted to the hospital with witnesses and recordings. Whoa. Bro still over here like, I don't know what you mean. Cool for sure, Willie. Willie come through, MVP. Hey, Forrest, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. I don't know what you're talking about, but listen, it's an open panel. Feel free to cam up and discuss these topics that we're going to talk about. And if not, then, hey, sit in the audience and be quiet, sir. Enjoy the show. Have your popcorn, drink your little soda, eat your little bonbons or your little raisinets or whatever you got, and sit back and relax. Anywho, let me see if I can load up some of these videos real quick. If I load them over here, because I guess it'll make more sense if I played them. Oh, I should have loaded those first because they're on my story. Oh yeah, and there's one more. Dang, I'm glad I almost forgot this one. There's this notion that men are more helpful for pretty women than they are. I don't know if we want to call them ugly. I don't know if we want to call them less attractive. I don't know what y'all want to call them, but people actually are mad, Willie, that people are going to help pretty women over less attractive women. I don't understand why that is, but it is what it is. So let me play the first video for y'all, because I guess we'll start with that pretty and unattractive one. Hold on. You see my screen, Willie?
Yeah, I can see it. Are things the way they're supposed to be?
No. I'm screen sharing. Is it? Oh, it's not. Hold on. Oops.
Who are you using to do your live?
StreamYard.
Okay.
I just want it to be that. There we go. So, I mean, the notion. All right, so that's it. It ain't a whole bunch to see, but I mean, what? What's the problem? Don't we have the freedom to help who we want to help?
I don't think that a man has ever said looks don't matter.
But women were helping her.
Yeah, that's what ugly women say.
No, but women were helping the pretty girl, and none of the women were helping the unattractive woman.
Yes, that was just an indictment on women. That didn't. I don't think that went the way she thought it was going to go. I mean,
I just, man, like the serious of these things. So this all ties into the new norm, bro. Like we've allowed people to be so far off the reservation that we are accommodating delusions. And I just don't understand why we can't just call a spade a spade. I made a lot of claims this week on social media, and it's been ruffling feathers, and people have been.
Yeah, really... I heard you had beef with a tranny.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna show that to you in a second. It wasn't quite no beef, but it was I should have sent you the screenshot. Let me send it to you right now. Hold on.
Man,
I'll just show it. Hold on. Let me cue that up. Now I'm struggling over here to
I can only imagine what you did, because when I finally get active, it's boy, I know they're gonna hate me. Like, I got a video talking about why they need to separate the LGB from the rest of the fucking alphabet, because LGBT, I mean the LGB is, you know what I'm saying, that's just sexual preference shit. The other ones, they trying to get you to accept the fact they can be cat dogs and it's okay to like little kids and shit. Like that whole second that, you know, from the beat from the T on is weird.
Yes, it's extremely weird, bro.
Yeah.
Hold on. Some people, I hope these folk come up here.
It's gonna hurt my presidential candidate chances though, but I'm still gonna put it out. They'll forget by the time I run.
All right. Hold on. Let me get to what am I looking for? The messages. Somebody messaged me, and you know when people go into that little request category, I was trying to respond to them and let them know it was live.
I send all of my messages go to the request folder. Unless I message you, everything I get go to the request folder, and I just empty that motherfucker every day.
What the hell where did I put this damn message at? You know what? I gotta text it to you. I don't know where the hell it's at. I think I took a screenshot. I did take a screenshot of it, I think. Oh, the person. That's right. I just go to the person. Where they at? Oh, maybe you know what? They probably, that's why I took a damn screenshot. I think they deleted the connection. Hold on, let me see.
That sounds like a move of training with Pool.
I can't find it anymore. They deleted it.
Yeah, the same way he tried.
No, they didn't. No, they didn't. Here it go. Oh, they responded. Wow. Maybe we can get them up in here. Hold on a second. They responded. Let me go ahead and share my screen again.
Listen, I just want to tell you right now, you are not monetized. So if you put me on the same panel, just remember that it's you. You're not monetized.
I'll use discretion. I'll use discretion. I ain't gonna have you around. When things get hot and heavy, you ain't gonna be around.
No, I'm always gonna be respectful, but you know how they get. And you know how I get after you get respectful. I know you know how to use discretion and decorum, but I would much rather just not have you in certain situations. So I don't want you to fly off the handle. I appreciate that. Yeah. All right, so here you go. So listen, by the way, I got a little bit of respect for this individual right now. I think I may have some respect. Let me preface it with I think I might have some respect, because they actually responded. Now, I don't know what this response is yet. I haven't read it. We're going to all read it together for the first time, but I don't want anybody to troll this person. So by no means am I condoning anybody, which I don't have no crazy following. So the people here, I think everybody here I actually talk to on a regular basis. So I don't want anybody to go fly off the handle and message this person, say nothing crazy to this person, because I don't believe in trolling people. And so yeah, I'm just putting it out there right now. I don't condone any disrespect towards this individual. So if this individual ever was to see this video, I don't condone anyone DMing you or attacking you for your choice of how you choose to live your life. I don't agree with how you live your life, but that don't mean I want people attacking you. I do encourage shaming people for doing certain things. If y'all call that an attack, so be it. Then I condone that, but I do not condone people harassing you or trying to hinder how you choose to be who you are. Now that we got the housekeeping out the way, here it is right here. And I don't even know if y'all can see it, but I'm gonna read it. So I posted the post. Well, here's the post. I mean, they posted the post and I commented on it. Look at this. Why ain't no audio?
I have no problem sharing my pictures from when I was identifying as a woman. And now here you go. Without further ado, these are the photos. So let's go. This one. I actually look beautiful, bro. Like, I'm not even mad at myself for how good I look. You hear me? Like, the fuck? Okay, nah, but seriously, I was extremely beautiful. I believe so. Yeah, you know, this is just my transition. This is what makes me feel better. You know, I never hated who I was before. I always loved and embraced myself, but ultimately I just wasn't comfortable in my skin. And I knew that there was more for me in this life if I was able to live as my full authentic self internally. And I was able to do that. Thank you, Lord, regardless of how people may view that or not. I'm so thankful that I'm able to embrace the world and live the world through this lens as a trans man. So yeah, these are the pictures. I hope y'all enjoyed them. Peace out. I have no problem.
So I think it's just a little weird. Hold on, let me get off of this, and then I can read to y'all. I'm gonna read to y'all the back and forth between us.
And we're gonna act like we didn't see them big female ass nipples.
Yeah, I mean, I saw what I mean, I'm guessing women should ignore it when you try to climb on top of them. I don't know. But all right, so let me read the back and forth between us. So I posted my commentary on my story post said, how are we forced to live amongst people who do this? They then responded to me and said, that's like asking, how are you forced to live amongst people with disabilities? No. Unless we're talking about a mental disability.
Who chooses to be retarded? Like, who chooses to have Down syndrome? Like, oh, hey, you know what? I'm tired of being normal. I want an extra chromosome so I can drool and fucking slobber on myself and not be able to create coherent thoughts. And then, like, people make fun of, like, see, this is why.
But this is the new norm. This is what I'm talking about. We are complicit in this, bro. I don't want to say you and I are, but society as a whole, which includes you and I. So we, even though we may be speaking against it, we're still in society. So we're still guilty. So
damn, it'd be so fire if I had Tourette's, so I could just blurt out obscene shit. And oh God, you know what, man?
So
I wish I had Alzheimer's. Like, who the fuck would you?
I want to be blind, deaf. I want to have a CNI dog or a walking stick.
Yeah. I want to be like Stevie Wonder, be blind only when, you know what I'm saying, is convenient. Like, what the fuck?
So my other senses can heighten.
Yeah.
But they say that's like asking, how are you forced to live amongst people with disabilities? You should really seek God. That's the part that I thought was crazy. I should seek God.
Being told that by a tranny is wild.
I should seek God. Not only did they say I should seek God, they also said many blessings to you. And then they said, at the end of the day, we all human. Have some integrity for yourself.
Does she not know what does she not know what the word integrity means?
It is a she. That's right, I forgot. What'd you say?
Yeah, like, I'm not finna call nobody with nipples like that a fucking man.
I'm not calling a man no matter what.
Does she not know what integrity means?
I don't know. That's why
the way she used it as is like she meant that something else. But again, hey, listen, she can change whatever sex she want to. She's still gonna use words all willy-nilly like a woman. So
look, she didn't change her sex because her sex is assigned by her chromosome. So
by her God.
It's
assigned by God.
Yeah, the chromosomes are still XX. So you can change your outward appearance all you want. Your inward, you still have ovaries. Now they may have taken them out.
Oh, they get hysterectomies when they go through they get a change?
I don't know what they get. That's why I said maybe they've been taken out, but I mean,
bro, imagine bleeding through a she dick. Like, whatever they give you, you still got your period. That'd be wild, bro.
I'll never get monetized with you.
What? Think about it, bro. That is crazy. It's like, oh yeah, I got all these muscles and I got this she dick. Oh wait, I'm on my period. Like, what does she use now? A condom? Like, what kind of, like, she can't use a tampon because, like, they turned it into a wee-wee.
I get you off my screen, bro. Where's the eject button? This fool said a she dick. Bleeding through a sheet.
I don't know what they call it. I mean, a he pussy, like, but either way,
I already know I'm not gonna get nobody else to cam up as long as you're up here, because the people like Forrest is definitely not gonna cam up with you being here because it's gonna be just too controversial. Forrest don't want his name attached to this kind of talk. Well, Forrest is definitely complicit.
Put up a disclaimer: the thoughts and views, the thoughts and opinions of the guests do not necessarily reflect those of our own. You know.
No, You're not sharing any thoughts I don't have.
Oh, well.
If I get demonetized for my thoughts, I get demonetized for my thoughts. I'm not worried about
it. No, you ain't got to worry about it because you're not monetized yet.
So right, I know, but I'm just saying, if I were to get demonetized because of my thoughts, then that's just what it is. I get on this platform to share my thoughts, not to make money. I got other ways of making money. So if this is my way of making money is to be complicit, then no, sir, I do not want to participate. So let's read my response, and then here, let me put it back on the screen so y'all can see. So here's the conversation right here. So y'all can see the conversation is not. So my response is, I hear you, but I'm really curious if you don't mind engaging. How are people that think they are something they are not a mental health concern? This is the response. This is my first time seeing it, just like it's y'all first time seeing it. They say, it's most definitely a mental health concern. Cool. I personally believe. Cool. I think that's dope. A lot of trans people live in this bubble where they want to be different, but then claim they are something else. Okay. I am not one of those trans people. Wait a minute. I am very aware how I was born. I am very aware that my DNA can never change, but with hormone therapy, I'm able to live a fulfilled life. I am not a biological man, and I never claim to be. I am a trans man. Check out my last video, and then you can see my perspective. I got you. Thank you. I do that.
As long as she don't get mad when someone says she or calls her a girl, I don't have an issue with what she said. She's like, I know I'm not a girl. She cool with me.
Yeah, I'm glad the interaction went like that, because the objective is to have a fruitful conversation. It's not to have a battle. I'm not here to tell people how to live their life. I'm not here to be disrespectful to them. So Brax, what is it? Brax Fleming? Brax.
Sure. Why she pick that name though? Like Brax Fleming, yeah. Why she pick that?
I don't know. Brax Fleming, shout out to you. I will definitely be reaching out to you, and hopefully we can have a discussion, and maybe we're able to do a live stream or something. So shout out to Brax Fleming. Ladies and gentlemen, please don't troll Brax Fleming. If you want to reach out to them, that's on your accord. I don't condone any trolling or any harassment whatsoever. I think the way she responded was very appropriate. I appreciate the response. I appreciate the fact that she's engaging me. So I'm going to reach out to her, and I'm going to try to continue that dialogue, and maybe it may lead to a conversation that may be worth us doing a live stream about. So again, shout out to Brax Fleming. So that's actually the highlight of my day right now, bro. I wanted to, when I saw that, I've been wanting to engage the trans community for a long time now, because I
pause.
Say it again.
Just preface it with pause, but go ahead. I'm listening.
No, I said engage. Engage in a verbal conversation, sir. So well, at the end of the day, somebody said this. Look, this joke was funny as hell. It was a dude on Instagram. He did a post, and he said, "I'm not gay," and then that's how it started. And then he began to tell the story as to why he said he's not gay. He said he got this friend or coworker or something, somebody he met at a party or event or whatever, and they was just talking, chopping it up, and then the person told them that they was born a woman, so it was a trans man, and they said they was born a woman, so they just chopped it up, and he's like, "Word, no, you lying." It's like, no, I guess they went in the back so she could show him that she still had her female parts, and so while they was in the back, he tagged it. He said he beat it up, and some people walked in on him beating it up, and he was like, "Yo, this is a woman." And so I'm sitting here like, he's like, "Does that make me gay?" And I'm sitting here like,
you're attracted to a woman, a man with a vagina. The part where you're attracted to a man makes you gay.
But it ain't a man.
I mean, hey, I'm extreme on this one. If I see a dude out and he with a real muscular chick, like a bodybuilder chick, I think he gay. So
hey, Brax Fleming is not a man.
But to be attracted to
attraction is totally different. Yes, if you are attracted to masculinity and men, what appears to be a man, then yes, I will call you gay. But at the end of the day, that's not a man.
But he wouldn't. He didn't know that. Like he had. Listen, if you ever have to have somebody prove to you that they're not a man before you smash,
I'm not qualified for this conversation. I'm just the messenger, right? I'm just telling you.
It's like dudes who go to jail, like, well, I wasn't sucking dick, I was getting my dick. Like, no, you're still gay, bro.
I wish I could find the video. If I find the video, bro, I'm gonna send it to you. But nah, bro, I'm not qualified to speak on this, babe. The trans woman responded to me. Oh, okay. It's a little messed up. Oh wow. It looked good still. I was like, dang, I gotta need some more. It looked good still. All right. My bad, y'all. I'm sorry for that admission. All right, so let's get this show back on the road. So look, bro, you saw the PJ Washington situation, right?
Yeah. Hold on 1 second. I saw it.
Okay. Hold on. Oh, you talking about Willie? Because it ain't me. It ain't me. My smoke detector batteries never beat. All right, hold on. Where we at? We saving that post. You know what? Let me get to this video real quick. Well, shout out to Brax Fleming, man. I think I didn't expect the conversation to go like that. I think it's dope, and I think we need to engage these communities a little bit more and have some deeper dialogue, because it's hard to understand each other when we stay away from each other, when we won't communicate with each other. Now, I don't condone the LGBTQIA plus lifestyle. I don't, and I don't shy away from it, but I don't believe in condemning people for how they choose to live their lives. I will say it is controversial, and I may sway at times, and you may be like, Will, you said this, and it's like, yeah, I was trying to be nice and kind and gentle, but at the end of the day, sometimes you just got to be real and just tell people what it is, and whether they offended by it or not is irrelevant. Look, you can't believe. I mean, I don't have a heaven or hell to put anybody in, but when I think about this from a biblical sense, I just don't see how this is acceptable or justifiable, but it is what it is. Shout out to Brax Fleming. Let me see if I can find his other video real quick. What the hell did I do? Did I message? Or did I send it? Man, my whole day messed up because of the activities. Okay, is this it? Oh, damn. I forgot. We do got to add that to the docket. Okay, here we go. We got two more. We got another thing we got to add to the docket to discuss. All right, bro. Like this one is wild. You ready for this one? Bro, this one wild. So watch this. This one wild, bro.
See how this is going to go any further.
Let me see if I can
to be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't really see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not saying he can't, but
you can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
If he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
She's dumb.
that's what I thought, because there were other cases.
Whoa, y'all can't hear that?
Transferred somewhere else.
Wait a minute. Y'all can't hear that?
No, we couldn't until like just now when you start talking.
Oh, if I mute my mic, then y'all can. That's crazy. My bad. Let me play it over, y'all. I apologize. I muted my mic so y'all wouldn't hear me interfering with the video. Hey, I told y'all I don't know what the hell I'm doing over here. All right.
I to be honest with you, sir,
Can y'all hear now?
It's just going to be thrown out. We had a date, one date, and nothing else after that. And now I'm being sued for $10,000. I don't really see how this is going to go any further. I think it's a waste of your time.
In that letter, he lied. And then that's what brought forth the perjury. It was never perjury in the beginning. It was perjury after his response.
Well, you can't say, listen, he has the right to put whatever is in the answer.
I'm not saying he can't, but
you can't add another count because you don't like or you disagree with what is in his answer.
if he responds and his response is a lie, it's perjury, then my documents will prove that he lied in his response.
No. It's his version. First of all, do you understand what perjury is?
Yes, I understand perjury is a lie. I know what perjury means.
Perjury is a statement, a false statement made under oath. So
exactly. And I have documents that prove he was lying.
You don't understand. It's a false statement made under oath. Under oath. When did he testify to something that he lied about? It's a false statement made under oath.
Bottom line is, you said it's a criminal offense, so I will send it to circuit court. Are we done here?
No, you don't understand, ma'am. You don't understand.
Are we done here? Are we done here?
Perjury is a false statement made under oath.
Perjury means. Are we done
No,
here?
you don't.
Criminal offense or not?
What statement? I don't see anything in the complaint that says he made some false statement under oath.
Because you don't know what happened. You're on the outside looking in.
But I can also transfer the venue to circuit.
Yes, that's what I thought, because there were other cases that should have been transferred somewhere else. So that's okay.
Ma'am, what about his costs associated with appearing because you filed it in the wrong court?
I need to see because I was not aware, since you said perjury was not on there, I was not aware that a criminal offense for intentional infliction of emotional distress was considered a criminal offense there, that it had to be.
I didn't say that. That is not what I said.
Yes,
that is not what I said. I said that. No, I didn't.
Yes,
said
you did. You said
I said that circuit.
You said
I said.
To be honest with you, sir, I thought this was just going to be thrown out. It was.
Bro, they talking about your smoke detector, Willie.
Man, nigga tried to be cute. Shut your stupid ass up. Don't change it. Handyman ass nigga. Worry about my smoke detector. Worry about yours. My ceiling too high to change my smoke detector, nigga. Your ceiling probably 8 feet. It's a part of the show now.
It's a sound.
It's a part of the show.
Hey, no, but bro, everywhere I turn, I'm just looking at this behavior like, bro, women there's nowhere they go that they have decorum now.
You have to specify, because this isn't the majority of all women.
No, it's not. It's not the majority of
a certain subset of women.
No, what I'm talking about is there's no reprimand. Oh, fact.
There's no women stepping up, calling this stuff out. I shouldn't say no. Very few women. Women in general are complicit.
Yeah, especially the old head.
Men in general are complicit. That woman, nobody should be friends with that woman. Nobody should want to run up in that woman. That woman should be a barren island. She should only qualify for a Rolls toy.
The fact that woman has had sex with somebody is lets me know how hard up niggas are for pussy.
Oh, extremely hard up.
Like, that's crazy. And then you like look at the bottom of her neck up under her head wrap. Like, it was just a lot going on, bro. And then she's dumb and screaming at a judge. Like, man, don't you know that nigga can hold you in contempt? You can get 30 days in jail per fucking offense.
But the mere fact that he didn't hold her in contempt.
Well, if it was she had the right judge. If that had been a one, that'd have been Judge Joe Brown or one of them old white judges, she'd have been locked the fuck up.
I just don't understand. I just don't understand how we're just allowing this behavior to run rampant. Rampant. Look,
my daughter would never.
My daughter's better never. And if they do, hell, you know what? I don't give a damn. If they do it, that's on them. You clearly don't give a damn. You clearly don't give a damn.
My daughter knows she represent me, and she know I'm not going for that shit.
Same here.
That's the way I will cut your ass off financially. For,
I was just about to tell you, yeah.
I'm gonna love you forever, but if you're gonna get, they might close this checkbook up. It's over.
Listen, the way these women claim to they get on all these dating shows like the Kendra G show and other people's shows, and they're looking for love in different states. I'm just sitting here like, so apparently you can love at a distance. Women are actually getting into romantic relationship. They have a romantic interest at a distance as a norm, bro.
Kendra G is the worst thing to happen to single black women since thick Latinas and white women that use seasoning. Like, Kendra, there's nothing that everything about her entire platform is just making niggas be like, you know what? I should date out my race. Because I have my shit together. And this is who she's trying to have, like, match me with. No, I'm fixing to go date an Asian woman, or like Kendra G is probably like, she probably got a travel company for real. Because I know that, you know what I'm saying, there's a lot of niggas buying tickets to the DR, Colombia and shit after watching her show.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows? Oh, we got a lady willing to join the pie. How you doing, Miss Whitney?
I'm doing fine. Y'all can see me. Can y'all see me?
Yeah, you gotta turn your camera off, Miss Whitney. What is you doing?
How am I doing that? I don't
Hold
even.
on. Let me see if I can turn it off for you. She disconnected. Okay. Wait, Miss Whitney, what the hell are you doing? Miss Whitney was tripping. I think she thought it was just audio. I don't know. I know she could. I don't know. I don't know. Let me see. Hold on. Let me see. Okay, we got. Okay. All right, Willie.
Move.
So I was on TikTok last night.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, technically, it was this morning because it was after midnight. So this dude said that, I made one of my claims that people hate to hear. When I say things like there is a reason to put your hands on a woman. People don't like hearing that. They act like there's no reason to ever put your hands on a woman, which I emphatically disagree with. But so I said that there is reasons to put your hands on a woman. And so, I got pushback, the normal pushback or whatever. So then this guy pops up on the stage and he says, you need to get your money right before you start dating. And talking about getting married, like how y'all broke and getting married. And I said, I disagree, bro. I think broke people can get married. But he's like, no, see, that's the problem. Y'all niggas want to live off the system and everything. Y'all want to, what happened when you decide to have a baby? What happens? Who gonna pay for that baby? See, y'all want to let the government pay for y'all babies and stuff. And I was just like, without giving you the whole background, because you can kind of tell where this conversation was going, right? So there you go.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. I don't think you knew what you were doing.
That's embarrassing. I don't even think I want to get back on.
No, you good. We didn't say anything.
Oh,
we just knew you had just got out the shower, so you good. You weren't exposed in any way.
Okay.
So I'm gonna wrap this up, Whitney, and then feel free to chime in if you got something to say about anything. Like, this is an open panel. Like, I don't have a show to present to y'all because I was having too many technical difficulties today. So we're just discussing these topics. So there was so the gentleman said that we should be having money saved up for our kids. Like, you shouldn't be having SEX. You shouldn't be creating a family if you are broke. And I told him I disagree with that. And he was giving me all this pushback, telling me how we want to live off the government. And I said, bro, after he went on his little diatribe talking forever, then I came out and said, bro, you got to understand something. We live in a society where it allows for people to go to county hospitals to have babies. You don't have to have all the money to take care of your kid. Now, you may get a bill to some degree or whatever, but you're able to go and do this. This is what we pay our taxes for. And so I'm like, bro, he's like, yes, y'all depending on the government. I said, no, bro, other people go make babies and we're paying for that. The three of us, when we pay our taxes, we pay for people to be able to go have babies. So why in the hell we shouldn't be able to operate and utilize the same services? Like I said, I don't think y'all think about the things that y'all say. Y'all get on here and y'all talk about being holier than thou and talk about getting y'all money right and everything. And I mean, he was just going in. Well, you know how these niggas get on their soapbox and they start talking like they got money and they start calling people broke when they don't even know who they talking to. They don't know what you make as an individual, yet they can call you broke. I do substantially well for myself, and I never act like I'm balling. I tell people I'm broke all the damn time. I make more money than I'm in like the top 2% of income earners in the world, and I still call myself broke. So I'm just like, look, I don't know what you're talking about, bro. Everything's relative, but I would never shit on a person for not making a lot of money because we all got to start somewhere. So anyways, I said to him, I said, bro, see, it's men like you with this mentality that creates the bigger problem. The bigger problem is a lot of men like him create weak men. Because you work so hard to develop yourself and to establish yourself only to make life easier for your children. And your children don't have that same resolve. They don't have that same grind. They don't have that same drive. So inevitably, they're going to be weaker than you because most dudes don't put their kids through a gauntlet to make them self-sufficient. Most dudes try to roll out the red carpet for their kids, or at least that's what they claim when they get on social platforms. And then it's like, all right, so what you doing? You about to bring a whole ass nigga into this world, and then you want him to go out here and what? Procreate? What? How you supposed to do that? He ain't no hard worker. He living off daddy trust fund. Help me understand what you're talking about, bro. So you telling me that because, and I think poor people make great people. I don't think everybody who's good come from well-off people. So what are we talking about? You only want well-off people procreating? You got to make, he said you got to have $10,000 in the bank just in case something goes wrong with a surgery that you can pay. I mean, if you had to pay for the surgery or the birth. And I said, bro, you sound dumb as hell. He said, well, when my baby was born, it cost me $18,000 and I put it on my Discover card. I said, so you use other people's money? So you took out a loan? Like I said, bro, do you not realize when you use a credit card that's still taking out a loan? Niggas just get on social media and just talk, bro. I'm just real tired of hearing people just talk, and I don't understand.
Some people have something to say, but most people just want to say something.
Right.
It's not, you pay if your birth costs you $18,000, that means your insurance is ass.
Yeah. Or you don't have no insurance or something. Well, it costs more than that. If you don't have no insurance.
And then two, sir, you're talking about a Discover card. Like, not trying to, again, of all the, Discover, Visa, MasterCard, American, like, it's a Discover card. Congratulations that you had a Discover card with $18,000 on it. Like, nothing. And then you have $10,000. Like, so this is what I hate about people that talk like that. When they talk like that as if you should have money in case the surgery go wrong. No, every person should have 6 months cash reserves. Then that means like what your bills cost in the 6 months. It's not a fucking $10,000, but niggas water it down to the level to a level that they qualify for. and then start acting as if that's the gospel.
Yep.
Because say, for example, if me and you were having that conversation, he wouldn't have said anything. Because I agree with him. I don't think that broke people should date. And I also think that poor people having sex should be a felony. But aside from that, right, you're saying I can defend that point and when I make that assertion. But I can explain and articulate that viewpoint very well. But the shit that he was saying, like that bullshit, he would have just stopped talking.
And you know what's dope? You and I will be like, we don't have opposing views often, but we have an opposing view right here. Although I understand exactly what he was trying to say and what he's saying. And I don't completely disagree with the sentiment. But the reality of that is not going to inspire all men to get their itch together. It's just not. Because the women will have to get their itch together too. Because, a well-off man can't smash a poor woman if that's the case. Everybody can't be paid. The poor will always be amongst us. So at the end of the day, the argument, although I get it for motivational purposes to try to inspire people to be better, it'll never be.
You can't inspire. Like that's the thing. You're not in a position to inspire people to be better if you got to pay $18,000 for your fucking child being born. Like
I'd rather not have no kids.
I'm not just me being somewhat of a financial guy. I'm punching holes in everything he says after that because nigga, you spent $18,000 on the childbirth. So like now I'm talking about your insurance selection. Like what type of job do you have that your insurance which doesn't cover? You know what I'm saying? So like I'm asking those questions now. And then
Willie, I tell people this all the time. And Miss Whitney, I met her today. Miss Whitney, what you'll learn about me if you watch me engage people. See, I'm not engaging Willie in any confrontation. We're just talking about these topics real quick. But if you watch me engage people, you will see that I ask questions pertaining to what they say. Like you heard the young lady tell me today the things that she said. And then you heard me try to engage her by asking her questions pertaining to what she said. And she doesn't want to engage it in a proper way. She wants to argue and make ad hominem attacks and talk about my character and whatnot. And just is what it is. Bro, she told me I'm 40 on TikTok.
Bitch. That's cool. You 40 and single.
No, she sounded like she was 22.
She got him broke.
Yeah, and she called me. Yeah, and she told me I was broke.
I'll tell you what, bro. I'll tell you what. Nobody with money never mind. I'm not even gonna say that. Nobody in the history of ever has hated on someone that was doing worse than them.
I beg to differ.
How?
Okay.
Well, because women, y'all hate on everybody because it's just feminine.
Yeah, we talk about men. All our standards are for men. It ain't for women.
Name one time that you can think of someone hating on somebody who was doing worse than them.
Nowadays, I see men being more groupies than women.
That's not what we're talking about, though.
No, I'm just saying how men praise other men that has more money than them. They like basically groupie-fied. You know
but he's talking about the opposite way, though.
Yeah, because praising somebody who's done well for themselves isn't a groupie thing. Being a groupie is like, hey, you know what? I want to fuck you because you have money.
No, I'm talking about me.
I
want to be around you because you got money. I want to be in a club with you because
that's not groupie. That's smart. If you hang around 4 millionaires, you'll be the fifth.
That's true too.
But
that's not. Most men aren't willing to learn. They're not there to learn. Some people are just there
to. Moving the goalpost now. The first thing was hanging around men. They want to hang around men with money, and that makes them a groupie. We've proven that to not be true, and then got you to agree with that. Like that's true. It's just not so true too. Now the fact that you're saying that most people aren't willing to learn, that's a whole separate conversation, and I agree with you wholeheartedly.
I mean, I'm just saying from my point of view, when I see men that. I just say a drug dealer per se. It's not nobody to look up to, but I just see more men gravitating to those men when they ain't really got nothing to teach them anyway. They just got more money than them. So it's not that they can teach them anything. They just go towards them because they got money.
Like the same reason moths gravitate towards flames, people gravitate towards success. Being in proximity of things that society deems as valuable or hard to do, which amassing a large sum of money that's why people tend to flock to those people.
Yeah, I tell people that one of the most powerful things on the planet is proximity. So let's say I do well for myself according to what I know that I make, and Willie does better than me according to what Willie has explained to me that he makes. So Willie and I are in close proximity. We communicate through live streams. We communicate on social platforms. We communicate on the phone. We communicate in other ways to establish stronger rapport. The closer you are to successful people, if you're smart, you hear what these successful people have going on, and they can show you how to improve whatever it is you're doing, or you can get exposed to do whatever they're doing. Oh, she got disconnected. I think she'll come back. She didn't leave. The thing just dropped. But anyways, so we got two more. Let's see, how many more topics we got? We got 1, 2, 3 more topics. So I'm gonna save the Brittany Renner one. I can hear you. We just can't see you. I'm gonna save the Brittany Renner one for the end, because what I'm gonna say about that is probably gonna derail. So I'm gonna go with these other 2 topics real quick. So let me pull this video up. Let me find it.
Can y'all hear me?
Yeah, we can. We can hear you and see you.
I can't hear y'all.
We're not talking.
Can't hear us?
Please.
You can't hear us? Leave and come back.
I probably got to leave and come back or something.
Yeah.
But yeah. Okay.
Where is it at?
It'd be like a little coffee shop.
All right. Let me find this. Where is this video? So Darwin and I was having a discussion.
You need to grab your stuff and put it in that
I think this is it right here. All right, so let me put this on the stage real quick.
Put it in your bucket.
You see my screen, Willie?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Because I leave Thursday. I have to get my stuff ready and take out of school. I have to leave before I go to school.
What's that sound? Well, I hear your background.
Oh, my bad, bro.
Oh, here we go.
The training.
All right, listen. Is this it?
If you think most Black men want to get married and also have sex, we don't need to fix the training. The training.
No. Yeah. Hold on a second.
What issue?
Damn it.
Right here.
Damn it.
Boy, what the hell your algorithm got going on?
Oh, that's just a comedian. That's a comedian.
Chicago.
That's not who I was. That's what I was talking about.
Right here.
Yeah, this is a comedian I follow. Name, Marcus. He funny as hell, boy. Damn, I gotta scroll through all this. All right, here it comes. Right here. Nope. Right here. I hate why don't we just play it right a damn way?
Because you said fix the training, right? So if you think most Black men want to get married and also have sex, we don't need to fix the training. The training.
No. But what issue did I say that in the training? Did I identify that, or I don't know if you understood it?
Maybe I missed it. So
I think we're putting the cart before the horse, if that's the right term.
Well, are you saying that the most Black men that want to get married, that also want to have sex, they want to have sex and maybe marriage is an afterthought? But I'm trying to figure out.
I think the marriage is most definitely at this point in time.
Okay,
most Black men, marriage is an afterthought.
If most Black men want to get married, they want to test the product out first. Now, if they were to have sex with this woman and he's still a marriage-minded man, he wants to have sex first, he has sex with her, and she's a value add to his life, do you think he's going to throw her away?
I don't know. He didn't marry her.
We don't know anything yet. We don't know.
I don't think it's a yes or no. I think it's a chance.
No, it's an idea of a philosophy, right? Like if I'm a marriage-minded person, I'm single and I meet Di, and I want to have sex with her before I obviously do the whole relationship thing. We have sex. She's a value add. She's a good woman. Do you think there's a high probability that I'm going to say, I don't want her. I'm going to go out there and look for some more sex?
No, but you may make mistakes along the way that make you lose her.
The chances in him wanting to continue to pursue marriage with this woman, regardless of her value, drastically decreases after he has sex. Because
that could be true.
There's a filtering process called post-nut clarity that comes in.
Right. Yeah, I understand. I think the post-nut clarity will come in like she really doesn't have any value to my life. Because I don't think any man would.
Well, that means, wait, let's go back and forth. But that means that her value was contingent upon intercourse.
No, it doesn't.
My point. Well, you just said after sex, the value was diminished.
No, I said
sex never happens. Marriage happens. And you can't absolve yourself from commitment.
I said yes, you can. People can still get divorced.
Yes, well, I think the woman would rather. I think the woman would rather go through the altar for the sake of her salvation and what she believes, rather than quitting after catching a body.
I understand that, but
I think God would favor that more. For the man to tuck tail and run away from.
It ain't about just what she wants, it's about what they want, right?
Yeah, but I wasn't talking about, I was talking about what God wanted.
Okay. Because you said fix the training, right? So
one thing that I'm kind of tired of is this notion of doing everything that women want. I mean, so post-nut clarity. The way I think about post-nut clarity is it's like an epiphany. You realize something that you probably didn't see before, you didn't understand before. And I don't know if women experience something equivalent to post-nut clarity, but if a man views a woman as something amazing, that's why we got this little image right here, right? We got the white guy holding a woman's face. You view this person as something amazing. You like what they talking about. You like how they dress. You like everything about them is speaking to you. You like, you know what? I can get with this person. You go on a date with them and you're falling for them. Then you do the do. If doing the do matches, we lost Willie. If doing the do matches everything else you thought about this woman, there will be no reason for you to develop post-nut clarity and decide to stop dealing with this woman. Everything about this woman will line up. It's like, bam, personality is great. Beauty is great. Personality is great. I enjoy my time with her. We did the do. I enjoyed that. You know what? I'm good. I want to go back on the open dating market. I would like for somebody to explain to me, how is it that a woman who checks all of a man's boxes and the sex is amazing, why is all of a sudden post-nut clarity will enter the equation and he will leave her to go back on the prowl, unless he's just a player? And I don't think is that many players out here, ladies and gentlemen. You're gonna be hard pressed to convince me that it's just that many players out here. It's not. Most dudes are hard pressed to get a woman. And if you are running into that many players, you have to ask yourself, what is it about you that keep attracting men who don't want anything to do with you? Real dope in the building. What's up, my brother?
What up? What up?
What you say about post-nut clarity?
All right, so if you can break it down in about 10 to 15 seconds, exactly what you're saying. Because what I hear is, if a man that is marriage minded, right, is dating a woman and then they have sex before marriage and she's still a value add to his life, there's no reason for him to let her go.
That's exactly what I'm saying.
In the event that a man does let a woman like that go, I would argue that either A, maybe he's not as marriage minded as he says he is, or B, there was something else that something else that was big enough for him to turn that net positive into a net negative. Like, I don't know if it's chemistry, I don't know if it's, some sort of difference that they have that he just can't get over. I'm not sure.
Well, my question to you is, why is it first that maybe he's not as marriage minded as he puts out, as he portrays? Why is that the first thing that's probably not accurate?
Well, if a man says that he's marriage minded and a woman comes and she's pretty much, I'm not going to say everything that he's looking for because you didn't necessarily say that. You just said that she's a benefit to him.
No, I said she checks all the boxes.
Oh, so pretty much she's everything he's looking for. Okay, so if she's everything that he's looking for, and then he decides that, I'ma still go and play my hand on the open dating market, then I would assume that he's not as marriage minded as he says he is, or he's just looking for better. He's looking for perfect. Maybe he's out there. Maybe he's in a position where he's looking for something else and he doesn't know what it is.
Hey, I just realized I wasn't live streaming on Instagram this whole time. I thought I was.
Damn.
I just hit the go live on Instagram just now. So I've been streaming for an hour. I ain't catch none of that. People piling in on Instagram right now. Hey, y'all, we live streaming on YouTube. I thought I was live streaming. Mont always want to talk reckless about me because I always mess up in trying to get my streams going. I mean, he a hater. He my dog, but he's still a hater. He ain't got no. He don't want to uplift me. He just want to tear me down. You know what I'm saying? But Mom, bro, real simple. You got a guy who's marriage minded. Is it safer? Is it better to operate in good faith and assume that he is legit in marriage minded, or is it best to take it with a grain of salt and look and keep your head on the swivel to see if there's any chinks in his armor? See if he's not really who he portrays to be.
I think in general, if you have limited information, you should always lean towards having good faith.
So we don't know. So we should be operating from good faith. So the first answer, the first point of contention or first pushback shouldn't be maybe he's not as marriage minded as he portrays. I think the first thing would be to say, there's something here. What is going wrong? How is it that this marriage minded man is deciding to walk away from a woman who checks his boxes? That should be the first thing we investigate. We shouldn't investigate that maybe he's not really who he say he is. Because would it be fair? I mean, not would it be fair or not, but would it be the right thing to do if you got a teacher who is credentialed? Obviously, they got interviewed, they got hired, they've been on the job for a number of years, and your child is in their class and your child gets a bad grade on a paper or an assignment. Would it be fair to say we need to assess the teacher, or would it make more sense to assess your child?
I would assess the child.
Yeah, because we would have to operate that the teacher knows what they're talking about, wouldn't we?
Yeah.
So I think it would just make more sense that if a man who's marriage minded decide to pull the plug on a woman, maybe there's something there, and not that. So Darwin was making it seem like sex is a contingency. Though I gotta have sex before I'm with you, and then when I have sex with you and I don't like the sex, all of a sudden post-nut clarity is making me just say I don't like you. No, how about it was just the sex was horrible? How about the hygiene was bad? How about she refused to do anything that I like? She convinced me that she is a selfish person when you get intimate. How about I had some clarity after the nut that made me decide this woman is not for me? Why
Those
is
are all
that
reasonable
way to go?
Those are all reasonable, but I was assuming that none of those things was a problem. I was assuming that the sex was good. I was assuming the hygiene was good. I was assuming all of these things were good because the context was that she checks all of the boxes. But maybe those boxes in particular, he didn't even write down because that should be assumed that the hygiene is good. It should be assumed that, certain things are, maybe that's implied.
Well, let's assume everything then. Let's assume that he is a marriage-minded man and everything else, all the boxes she checks still get checked. They have sex. Do you think he's going to opt out of pursuing things with her?
How fast?
I don't care how fast.
So just it could be 6 months from now, it could be a year from now. They just not married yet.
It could be the day they meet.
Okay, that plays a part to me.
Okay, well then you tell me. You build a case for why a man who is marriage-minded, who meets a woman who checks all of his boxes, they end up doing the do, whether it's day 1, day 365. I don't know when they do the do. You pick the day they do the do to help support your argument as why he will walk away from her. I want to hear you present an argument for me why a marriage-minded man who meets a woman who checks all of his boxes will choose to disassociate with her because they had sex.
Okay, because I do believe that you can be marriage-minded. You can be a marriage-minded man, and at some point you can still fool around a little bit. Or to you, is a marriage-minded man never going to fool around with a woman that he doesn't want to marry?
Okay, but present.
I'm asking you that. Does marriage, when we define a marriage-minded man to you, is it a man that doesn't fool around with women? He just, unless he wants to marry them? Is it like, okay?
No, I think a man can fool around. I think a man can be a marriage-minded man and fool around with scallywags. Absolutely.
Okay, I agree. Okay, so I think if he's a marriage-minded man and they have sex extremely fast, let's say the first date, let's say the second date, it's very possible that she could have been disqualified strictly because of that, right? At least to me, I think that's reasonable. Now, if you get down to, let's say they're going on a lot of dates, and let's say they're hanging out a lot and they're spending a lot of time together, and he's learning everything that he likes about her, and they're really starting to build a connection, and it's 6 months down the road and they get physical, I think it's less reasonable to think that that man in particular is that he would leave her because they had sex. Because typically I think people, they stop dealing with women because they just had sex with them too fast, and it's just like, you're not my type for a wife. I think that's more reasonable based on my experiences.
No, I think that's bullshit, and I think that's what dudes just say. You telling me you walked away from a woman that you enjoyed because y'all had sex too fast?
No, I wouldn't say I've never enjoyed a woman that I had sex fast with. I didn't even have a time.
Okay, so you can't answer that then, right?
Yeah, I've never had sex. If I had sex with a woman fast, she's immediately into a category.
But this is what I'm saying. Have you ever met a woman that you enjoyed her? Obviously you probably haven't met a woman that checked all of your boxes, but we're just going to say for illustration purposes, you've met a woman and she checks all of your boxes, and you had sex with her sooner than you anticipated you would that be cause to leave her?
It wouldn't be something that's conscious for me. All of that stuff is subconscious. It's like my body just changes.
No, it won't. You're a damn liar.
I'm just being honest with you.
No, I'm telling you a damn lie. Your body does not know how long it's been with this engagement with this woman. Your body is not sitting here saying, no, bro, no matter how much you like her, how cool you think she is, we cannot proceed. We got to stop.
It's called lust. Like these things, if you have sex with somebody fast, that's like you haven't built the foundation.
Your body doesn't know what lust is. Your brain does. It's not something your body is conscious of.
So my brain is a part of my body, but let's say I'm just saying it's subconscious. It's something that I'm not consciously doing myself.
Brain is part of my body.
I'm saying it's not a decision that I'm making myself. It's just like, it's like post-nut clarity. You get up and you're like, oh shit, I don't feel the same about you.
Sir, yes. That's because the reality sets in that, oh, she really isn't that funny. Oh, she really isn't that clean. Oh, her hygiene is really not that great. Oh, she is a little heavier than I want. Oh, she is taller than I want. Oh, she do talk too damn much. Oh, she does have a bad attitude. Post-nut clarity reveals the thing that you've been ignoring because of your lust. Post-nut clarity is not something that says, you know what? although she's great, she shouldn't have violated this rule of mine of having sex with me inside of the first 3 weeks or the first 2 weeks or the day I met her. Bro, there's no reason.
I'm not saying
zero. There is zero reason for a guy to stop dealing with a woman because he had sex with her the day he met her.
I'm not saying it's a rule, right? It's like you could see a woman and she dresses a certain way, and let's say she checks all of the other boxes, but she dresses a certain way, so she gets put into a certain category because you just wouldn't. It doesn't matter what she does.
Right.
You know,
so you wouldn't be viewing this woman as somebody you want to get with and then changing your mind after the sex. You would be saying prior to the sex, she's beautiful. She checks a lot of my boxes, but there's no way I could make her my wife because of this thing that she's displaying. I hate the way this woman presents herself to the world. She does not represent me well. So yes, I think she's funny. I think she's smart. I think she's beautiful. I think she's cool. I enjoy my time with her, but I'll never make her my woman. Then you have sex with her, and then it confirms you'll never make her your woman because you're looking at the way she carry herself, and you're like, yeah, nah, never. The post-nut clarity does not be like, man, everything about this woman is amazing, but because we did the do, nah, I'm not interested no more. I'm done.
So for me, like when I've experienced post-nut clarity, it wasn't a thing of like, oh, we've done having sex, and now I'm realizing that, oh, these are certain things I don't like about you and all. It was never that. It was like, oh, I had sex with you, and now I want to go do something else. I'm uninterested. I want to go and just
because you never she was never, you were never that into her in the beginning. If you really were, there's no way that would happen. How was it that everything about this woman is great? Everything, even the intimacy is great, and you say, I want no part of that. I want to go look for what I have right here in front of me. I want to bypass the woman that I just had an amazing experience with, and I want to go look for what's right in front of me. That's acting like a woman.
I mean, that's
well, you know, and again, y'all do try to get pretty these days. You do try.
No, that sounds reasonable, but I guess I'm trying to process what is it, right? Because like you said, marriage minded, right? When I was like that, I wasn't marriage minded. I just was, doing my thing. So if a man is actually marriage minded as he claims, and in a scenario where he, eventually deals with a woman and he's no longer interested, like I said, it's possible that maybe he's not as marriage minded as he thinks, or it's possible maybe something about her changed or something. Maybe he's noticing something about her that he didn't before, or he can see it. I'm not,
Right, but that's but the post-nut clarity will be revealing the thing that you don't like because you're no longer infatuated with the idea of having sex with her. Now that you're no longer engulfed with thoughts of having sex with her or trying to say all the right things so that you have your opportunity to lay with her, now that has been removed from the equation because you've had sex now.
Mm-hmm.
You realize you were pandering not because you wanted to say these things to her. You were simping not because you wanted to do these things for her, but you were doing it hoping to get laid. Now that you got laid, you're like, I'm not going to pander or simp anymore because I really don't view you like that. What you do for your woman is ultimate simping. If that wasn't your woman, would you not? Would you say?
1,000%, yeah.
Okay, but you don't do it because you're simping. You do it because it's who you are, and you want your woman to experience the fullness of who you are. Correct?
Yeah.
All right. So after you do all these things for her, because it's who you are and you want her to experience those things, if you were to have sex with your woman and then all of a sudden be like, you know what, I don't want her to experience these things anymore. Why would you just not, if the sex was amazing, why would you just not want her to experience those things anymore?
I don't think she's worth it.
Yeah, but how is she not worth it if she was worth it before the sex and the sex was amazing? How would all of a sudden now she's not worth it anymore?
Because something changed my mind.
Sound like a woman. I'm not saying you sound like a woman. I'm just saying that thought process sounds like a woman. It's how women move. Men don't move like that. I don't understand how a man say everything makes sense to me, but I don't want it.
Just because, yeah, I think that is moving like a woman, but I think that's because because in that moment he don't actually know what he want, like a woman.
Yeah, but men shouldn't act. This is what I'm talking about. That's the whole purpose of this live. It's a new norm. We have a new norm. Dudes are acting like women, and women are acting like men. I don't understand it. I don't understand why we want to switch roles so much. I don't understand why women want to be strong and independent so much. I don't understand why men are looking to partner with women. I just don't understand these new norms. And we are complicit, and we are going to be our own demise. We got women acting like men. I mean, figuratively and literally. We got men acting like women, figuratively and literally. I mean, we accepted Young Thug, and I say we, I'm talking about society because I did. We accepted Young Thug wearing dresses and skirts. We got these little boys running around Atlanta, running the Lenox Mall wearing skirts, making fashion statements, wearing skirts.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't understand why. Like, why are we doing this?
True. And I guess I've never, when I was single, no point ever when I was single was I marriage minded. I didn't become marriage minded until actually dating my girl for a certain period of time. Then I was like, okay, this is what I want to, this is the direction that I'm headed in. But also, I had kids. My kids came real fast. So like life was just, changed up on me in a certain period of time. So that's when I never would been single and dating as a marriage minded man. So I probably can't even, I'm trying to put myself in their shoes, but I can't really speak on it. When I was single, I just was, just moving around, like,
Are you think you're marriage minded now?
Absolutely, yeah.
What makes you think you married? What confirms to you that you're marriage minded?
That's my only interest is being in a long-term relationship right now, and giving my kids structure, so that they see me loving my woman. They see, they got somebody cooking for them every night. They got somebody helping me wake up and put them in, take them to school and all that type of stuff. I just want them to see the family structure, and that's, I'm situated. I'm satisfied. So that's what I want. That's and even if my girl, let's say we didn't get married, right? If I was single, let's say we didn't get married, we split, and I'm single. I wouldn't have sex with another girl for a long period of time. Probably, I'm genuinely not interested in that.
Okay, I think that answer. I mean, it is what it is. I don't have no pushback for it. I normally I would push back, but I actually like the way you ended that, because a lot of guys, like I said, if me and my woman break up, I'm just gonna deal with prostitutes.
Okay.
It's over for another woman to try to get in a long-term relationship with me. It ain't gonna happen. I can give a woman a 7-day relationship. That's probably it. It's 7 days. Every girl, because I might want to enjoy the girlfriend experience every now and again and take them on a date or something. But the likelihood of me ever entertaining a relationship is slim to none. And people call it hurt, bitter, call it whatever you want. It's just too much work. I'm getting too old. I'm 43, bro. I don't have it in me to try to get to know somebody. Listen, it is what it is, baby. The only way I can see myself getting into another relationship, I would definitely be poly, and it would be a zero tolerance. It would be my way or the highway. No negotiating whatsoever. The moment a woman give me any pushback, I will call it quits. Like instantly. Like, baby girl, you challenge me one time on my philosophy is over. And most women would be like, I can't get with that. That's what? I'm like, yep, challenge me one time. You're going to find out. I don't care how long we've been rocking. You challenge me once, it's over. I just want complete authority, bro. I don't have the time or energy to be trying to coexist with a person's thoughts and perspective. Just no. That's why I say I just deal with prostitutes. I come home to bed.
Yeah, I mean, I ain't that age yet, and I ain't got that experience yet. So
yeah, maybe. I got you about 10 years or 11 years or something like that. You 32 or 34? 33.
32.
Yeah, I got you about 11 years. Now, and I've already been married before.
Yeah.
I got kids I've lived with I've taken care of 2 different women with 2 children. So I'm not signing up for that again. It's not that I love my life. I love taking care of my woman and my kids, and like I wouldn't advocate for it to be a different way. If my life was to change, then it's just like, hey, well, I'm not doing this again.
Yeah.
Nah. At the age that, bro, like if me and my woman split up, I imagine it being like, bro, I'm 50 or over 50 and I'm trying to get in a relationship. Shit.
Yeah.
Man, please. Ain't no way in hell. I'm way too set in my ways for that. All right, I got 2 more topics. I'm gonna just get to this one real quick.
I'm about to drop down real quick. I'm about to eat.
Okay.
I might be back up though.
All right. Well, I'll probably be done by the time you come back. But ladies and gentlemen, my man Monk out of here. So look, bro, I'll holler at you. I got to show y'all this topic right here. Let me get this other one pulled up real quick. Where's it at? I should have took a screenshot. I should have downloaded this. Let me see if I can pull it. Let me see if I could yes. Let me try to pull this up so y'all don't have to look at that small image. It'll be a bigger image. All right, this worked for me. This worked right here. Where's it? Okay, there we go. Let me pull it up. All right. So, ladies and gentlemen, they say she didn't hold back at all. So, I'm gonna talk about this one. Then I'm gonna play the last video clip if I can find it. I'll probably just have to talk about it because I don't think I can find it. It's the PJ Washington and the Brittany Renner. But they say posting again. There are no good men out here, say many women. So I would love for you women to cam up. If there's some women in here right now, I would love to hear y'all thoughts on this list. What's up? We got Goddess in the building. William Graves, what's up? We got Ashley Moore. How you doing? We got Sir Grace Stoke. What's up with you, my brother? Good to see you finally made it over here. You know, we over here trying to figure it out. You know, we struggling over here, but we trying to figure it out. Who else we got in the building? We got Nora. How you doing, Nora? We got, who else? We got Dory G in the building. My man Willie came and left. He said something came up. My man Real Dope came and left. Who else we got up in here? We got Tanja Thompson. How you doing? I hope I'm saying your name right. And then we had Miss Whitney, but then she left. You know, I don't know what happened to her connection. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a new list. I mean, I've never seen this list prior to today. So I just wanted to add this to the live stream just so we could talk about it, because this is the kind of stuff I tell women about all the time. And this is the kind of stuff I don't hear women talk about ever. She said, actually, no, sis, they are out here, but they avoid you because you're disrespectful. You're unappreciative. You complain all the time about everything. You're materialistic, the opposite of a wealth builder. You're loud and unpleasant. You're a slay queen, whatever that is. You think your career is more important than family. You don't even like children. You're negative. You're a user. You think sex is for fun. The way you dress is embarrassing. Being with you would be like being with another man. All you do is talk about yourself and what you want. You have standards, but are actually below standard as wife material. Ooh, wait. Ladies and gentlemen. Ooh, Now, I really should just end the live stream right there, because if we don't have a discussion with women off of that, then I mean, all I can do is just keep reading it. I can read to y'all about 100 more times. I'll never get tired of reading that, actually. If I had to do a book report on that, or you know how back in the day, you know that when you got in trouble, you had to write sentences, and you had to write 100 sentences, or if you really got in trouble, you had to write 200 sentences. I will be on class. I will be in class on time. I understand the bell rings at 8:30 or whatever. Imagine this being my homework. Like, I got in trouble and I had to write this 1,000 times. I bet. You sure you don't want to make it 2,000? Look at that again. Look at that. Posting again. There are no good men out here, say many women. Actually, no, sis. They are out here, but they avoid you because you're disrespectful, you're unappreciative, you complain all the time about everything, you're materialistic, the opposite of a wealth builder, you're loud and unpleasant, you're a slay queen, whatever that is. You think your career is more important than family. You don't even like children. You're negative. You're a user. You think sex is for fun. The way you dress is embarrassing. Being with you would be like being with another man. All you do is talk about yourself and what you want. You have standards, but are actually below standard as wife material. Ladies, I need y'all to come defend yourselves. And don't act like y'all agree with this, because I never hear any of you women talking about this. I should say none of you women. I hear very few women talking like this. Is 18 of y'all in here? Now look, we're going to wrap this thing up in a minute. I only got one more. I only got the Brittany Renner thing to talk about, and I'm going to make that very short and sweet. It's probably going to trigger some of y'all, though. That's why I chose to save it for last. Now, I'm going to give y'all an opportunity to come up if y'all want to talk about this post, because I would love to hear what y'all got to say about this post. If anybody got any comments about this post, please go ahead and hit that link and come on stage so we can discuss it real quick. We try to end our live streams by 10 o'clock. I try not to go more than 2 hours. That gives me 28 minutes. I will not be here for 28 minutes if no one comes up, because the thing I have to say next is going to take me probably 5 minutes or less. So what we got? Well, the live is over. Nothing for me to defend since it doesn't apply. No. It don't have to apply to you. But the question to you is, how often do you recite this type of rhetoric? Are you complicit in this new norm where women are disrespectful? Women are unappreciative. Women complain about everything. Women are materialistic. Women are loud and unpleasant. Women do claim to be slay queens. Women do think their career is more important than family. Women don't like children. Women are negative. Women are users. Women do have sex for just fun. Women do dress embarrassing. Being with women is like being with a man. And all women do is talk about themselves and the things that they want. Women do claim to have standards, but ain't none of them married. And all of them deal with men who ain't above the standard they at or above the standard that they claim they have. I mean, explain that, ladies. Where's the pushback? All right, y'all ain't gonna give me no pushback, so we're gonna go to the next topic. So look, the next topic is Brittany Renner. Now, what I'm gonna do real quick, I'm just gonna do a Google search. I'm gonna do a Google search for Brittany Renner because I don't know what's online about Brittany Renner. I've never looked Brittany Renner up online. So here, we'll do the search together. Let me share my screen. All right. All right, so let's see what we see. Go to images. Oh, surprisingly, not as bad as I thought it would be. Pretty good, actually. given who she is. Interesting. I was expecting to see a lot more photos like this one right here, like this one right here, like this one right here. I was expecting to see like a ton of these photos, but I'm not seeing all of those photos, which is interesting. So I can't completely say what I wanted to say. I can still say it, but I can't. It's just not going to hit as hard as if she would have had the imagery that I was going to point out, like photos like this. Like what I would like for women to understand is that y'all want us to respect y'all. Y'all want us to view y'all as something more than a sex object. And I don't know, how do y'all expect to accomplish that when all of you, for the most part, not every last one of you when I say all of you, but I'm saying the overwhelming majority of you promote sex just about all day long. Oh, you know what? Let's do this. Let's look at her IG. Let's look at her IG profile. Let's see. Let's look at her right here. I'm gonna need that. How do I search on this dang on thing when I can't search? How about search on the computer? Oh, right here. I was like, where's the search bar? Okay, the same stuff that's online for the most part. Okay. Interesting. Surprisingly, she don't just have all these images that she should be ashamed of. But ladies, y'all know what y'all do. All we gotta do is go to the Explorer page. Like, where's the Explorer page at? I don't know how to get to, is it dashboard? Nope. Oh, right here, Explorer. Let me see something real quick. Show y'all what I'm talking about. Damn, what is up with her? Sheesh. Well, my Explorer page have cleaned up a lot. And y'all should have seen my Explorer page last year. I couldn't even look at it. It was so hard to look at it. It was just nothing but sex 24/7. Well, I'm over here struggling to find anything now. Good job, Will. You cleaned your stuff up real good. Never mind, y'all. Y'all see it's just sports cars, basketball, shoes. Dang, my page completely cleaned itself up. Nope. Well, that's it. I can't even show y'all what I wanted to show y'all. Damn. I'll do it next time. Next time I'll just go find the images and I'll have it ready to go. So yeah, I can't trigger y'all the way I wanted to trigger y'all. But don't worry about it, because I think it's better for me to save this topic for another show. I think when I do another show and I'm actually prepared to really go deep in what I want to talk about, especially get some female participation, I'm going to share it then, and y'all going to hear. Some of y'all will hear it for the first time. Some of y'all have heard me say this before, but for those of you who've never heard me say this, it's going to trigger the hell out of you. You're going to be so mad. You'll probably unfollow me on social media platforms. You're definitely going to unsubscribe to my Picking and Choosing YouTube channel. And I don't think you should, but I'm pretty sure you will. It's just that triggering for most women. So yeah, but no, I appreciate y'all for rocking with your boy. You know, we're going to try to fix some of these bugs for next time and give y'all a better show. Today was a struggle. I ain't going to front to y'all. We couldn't. And my lady was helping me too. She was getting involved and she was like, ooh, yeah, ooh, a little uphill battle right here. But as she become more involved in this show, I think it'll get better. Yeah, man, we're just gonna see what we do with this. So I appreciate y'all for rocking with me. If y'all haven't already, please hit the like button. If y'all haven't subscribed, please hit the subscribe button. Please share this live with multiple people, at least 2. When you first came in here, I only asked you to share with 1, but now I'm asking you to share with 2. And turn that notification bell on, because on Thursdays, we're going to be doing our smoke shows. This Thursday, Mr. Forrest Laurent is supposed to be debating me. So we're going to do the debate over here on the Picking and Choosing podcast. So get your popcorn ready, because this brother wants to challenge the ideas and perspective that I have. Now, I'm going to tell y'all right now, I'm way better at commentary when I'm not hosting. When I'm hosting, I'm trying to figure all this stuff out, all these moving parts. My brain is thinking about other things. I can't formulate my thoughts as well. But when I'm in that debate mode, yeah, no. Y'all don't want to mess with me in that debate mode, especially not on the stuff I talk about. So appreciate y'all rocking with me. Appreciate y'all patience as we figure this thing out. And yeah, so we're going to end this thing like we always do. For those of you out there getting the results that you want, keep doing your thing. I'm rooting for you. I got your back. But for those of you out there that's losing, do us all a favor. Subscribe to the Picking and Choosing podcast and keep losing. I'll holler at y'all.